All right, good morning everybody. Sorry it's so loud over here. They're pressure washing the hospital building. But Max Tiger is gonna go back out to a very small portion of his home enclosure. So he is healed up enough to go back out into a dirt floor enclosure, but he's going to need to be in a small section though for a while, because if we all remember, the whole reason he went into the hospital was because he was limping, so we don't want him climbing or jumping off of anything. Sorry it was so loud. They're pressure washing the hospital up there. So good morning. This is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. That is Jamie pulling Max Tiger. There's Priya over there. So Max is going to go back out to his home enclosure. He's just going to be in a very small section of it. Who's got that girls over there? There's Duchess, always being nosy in her feeding lockout. Thank you very much for the donation. So you know that a couple weeks ago, Max Tiger went into the hospital to be examined for the first time since arriving at Big Cat this past November. He had been limping. His limp is still pretty unpredictable. Some days it's non-existent, some days it's back. He was housed in a small circus cage his entire life, so having all the space that he has here, we think maybe he overexerts himself a little bit. So we took him in, he got neutered. There was a small complication in that procedure which required a larger incision and more stitches, which meant he could not be on a dirt floor enclosure. So he was in our recovery cage. Now he's loaded up in our transport wagon. We only use these to get them to and from the hospital and to and from different enclosures if needed. And so he's going to go back out to his home enclosure, but it's going to be a small section that we've altered so that he can't climb or jump. I'm going to pull over out of the way. Thank you guys so much for the donations. You know, 100% of your donations goes to the care of the cats. Simba seems pretty excited that Max is home. We'll see if Kimba cares or not. So Max is only going to have this circle area here. It's not a very good way to show you. Let's see.
Yeah, I can lean it.
You can see that they altered his platform so that he can't actually get up on top or into that taller section there.
I mean, I know the scrotum thing happened, but he was literally brought in for a week. So we want him to not be.
So Jamie's just double checking to make sure that everything is still secure and locked up since we've been in and out. Morning! Since we've been in and out of the enclosure, she has to make sure everything still looks good before we put him back in there. There's clips and locks that are in place. So he'll have one lockout, one den, and access to a very low platform just for the time being. We want to monitor him, make sure that once he comes back out, he doesn't get too crazy. I don't see Kimba. Where's Kimba? Probably hiding back here in this tunnel. I think they're trying to figure out intern housing. They're gonna be moving some people around, I think. And it sounds like we have stoves that don't work. Kali! Is handsome man back? This is Kali Tiger. Is the handsome neighbor back? It looks like Simba's very excited to see him too. Yeah. What do you think? Tracy, no, we do not have an update on when we'd be opening again. I don't see that happening for quite some time, if at all, this year. But we're going day by day because this virus is unpredictable and it affects humans and animals. So the cats are our number one priority. So for their safety, we're not opening anytime soon. Kali, Maxie, settle down. It's all right. Say, let me have that girl. Let me have that girl. So they're gonna have to push him up. Gonna have to secure him to the side here. There's an opening right there. We should just let him let himself in there. We know he knows how.
Yeah. Open up that door that you're at and go in there. Yeah, that'll be a little space away from the tiger. Yeah. And then you show them into the tiger. You're just going to put the bottom of what you I gotta put those. I just put hanging on this.
Yeah, you guys took too long. I'm over it. We just let him open the doors for himself. We know he can do it. When we took him into the hospital, we discovered how smart he is, because you can see on the inside where Jamie is, there's a swing door, and it had accidentally closed on him, and he was able to take his foot and his face and open it right up and walk right into the transport. So very smart boy. Very scary, but very smart. Thank you guys so much for all the donations. So he'll come out through there. Sorry, that's kind of blurry there. Let's see if we can, yeah, this is a better angle here. So Jamie's gonna prop that door open long enough for him to walk through it. Afton has to get the lock off the top of the door. You are right about that. It's been hard to laugh lately, but Jinx gave me a good laugh yesterday, and we try to find positives. Max going home and having done really well in his surgery is definitely a plus. It's real this time. Good job, buddy. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, you can't go all the way up. I bet that feels nice though. Scratch the platform. My goodness. All right, we need you in lockout. Yeah, we need you in lockout so we can close the door. Oh, or his favorite spot. Hey, Max. Nothing changed in there. Yeah, nothing changed in there.
Max, come on, bud.
Max.
Knock, knock. Like you're good so far. He is very interested.
Maxie.
Dinky.
Okay.
Dinky face. Oh, you can pull it open.
I was gonna say, might as well be open, but we'll have to get some water. All right, well, that was his favorite place right before he went into the hospital, so it looks like it remained the same. Hey, you. Hey, you. It makes it very hard to see you in there. Oh, there we go. Good timing. All right, so Max Tiger is home. He's back in the same enclosure he was in right next door to Kimba, across the street from Simba. Gotta do that stinky face, even though it was you that was last in here. He's only going to have this small section for now. Sorry, buddy. So mad. Nope, nope, nope. That's all right. This is exactly what we were trying to avoid. That was very zoomy. That was so very zoomy. Because again, the whole reason he went into the hospital was to check out to see if we could find out why he was limping. And so we thought putting him in this smaller section where there's a platform, a den, and a lockout that would keep him from running and chasing and jumping. But not quite. Where's Kimba? So this is an upgrade from the recovery hospital that he was in, plus he's back on natural dirt and grass instead of concrete. So we are stair-stepping him into larger spaces. He even has a tree to scratch. Hey, quit that. Quit that zooming. Quit that zooming. He's very happy to be home. So yeah, it sounds like he'll have a couple days just in here, and then we will start stair-stepping him into other sections. He can't quite be in the water yet either, so got to keep him back from his pool. No zooming. No zooming. We gotta pee. Mark my territory. Look at that cute face. Look at that cute face. Yes, he was neutered. He was also fully examined, blood work, x-rays. We didn't find anything obvious that was causing the limp. So at this point, we just have to monitor it with medication and try to keep him from running and jumping and being too crazy. We think him and Kimba get each other all riled up. Yep, see, no zoom in. Still got a little bit of a hitch in his step there. Where is Kimba? I can't believe Kimba hasn't come over here yet. Kimba has the enclosure right behind him. He's probably still in a food coma, that's my guess. All right, Maxie, welcome home, buddy. Welcome home, buddy. Hi. Hi, handsome. I know. Oh, there's Kimba. You see Kimba sneaking. Hi, Kimba. Is your neighbor home? Is your neighbor home? He's creeping back there. See, you guys get each other riled up. And then one of you walks away with a limp. He's just creeping back there. I'm not, that's too sketchy for me. That's too sketchy for me. Where did he go? Flat catting back there. All right, everybody. Well, thank you guys for joining us while we brought Max Tiger back out to his home enclosure. We'll keep you updated as we continue to open him up to more and more space. Right now, he can't get up on that big platform because we're just afraid that he jumps off of it to chase things. So he has access to the lower area, which you already saw him claw to pieces. So thank you again for all the donations. And I appreciate you all joining. You can rewatch from the beginning at dailybigcat.com. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye, Maxie.